And I'm posting this on Blue Sky and Twitter now,
Okay.
so that way I can. Oh,
See if I could retweet that for you.
yeah.
Turtle has successfully climbed Mount Towel.
Yes. I mean, where's promotions? Gosh darn it. Once again, foiled by my own ill preparedness. I don't know.
All right, I've got your video here, which I will share on my site and stuff.
Cute.
Does this take hashtags? No, it doesn't. All right.
Hey, new subscriber. Anyway. Oh, Bambi's twitching her ears. Anyway.
Is she sleeping? Is she dreaming?
She is sleeping as far as I can tell.
All right. Sleeping or getting there.
Yep. Or pretending, and then when I move, she's gonna look up like, what did you drop? Did you do anything? Oh, no. She's moving her legs. I wish I could record this. She's just kicking her leg up and down. Anyway. On to the script here. All 30-ish lines of it.
Okay. So we'll try I'm much more awake today, so we'll try making a row separate from the column. So the function call that we'll do from function ready, line 10, line 11 that is, should be underscore place one row.
So remove place whole board.
Just remove the part that says whole board, and in its place, type one row. Hey, Sozo Sakura. Welcome to our office, basically.
Yeah.
Where we'll be hopefully working up to making all the best games in the world.
No.
Ideally.
I'm typing wrong. One second here.
Yeah. And I gotta finish sharing your stream on my sites and stuff.
Oh.
So I'll just change my Discord status to live on your channel. Live with.
Aww. So cute. Okay, come on. Why is it not liking row? What does it have against rows?
Let's see. Place one. Oh, the parentheses, the open close parentheses. Mochi is sitting on my chest. The little clicky heart kind of blocks the right side of what people type for some reason.
Hmm.
But it's nice to know that Mochi is being snuggly today, or that Mochi is in a snuggly mood. But yeah, it should be place one row parentheses like this.
Oh, print. Sorry.
Uh-huh. A string is, yeah, a string is bookended
I'm
by
just
those
not
double
thinking.
quotes. Hmm. We're slowly learning this thing together.
And it
All
is
right. Yeah,
still
it's going to give an error, but that's normal because it's going
okay.
to say, you want me to call a function, but that function doesn't exist. So at the bottom of our code, we'll add func place one row with the same parentheses and a colon at the end like that.
At the bottom of the actual code or
Line 29.
line 29. Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah. Or type it the same way that you did up top. I'm just I just capitalize it like that because it's what I'm used to.
Okay.
But they should
Probably
be the
doesn't
same.
hurt for consistency's sake.
Yeah, capitalizing should be consistent because yeah, most coding languages are case sensitive.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you can get rid of the extra at the end there.
Yep.
There we go. So now that we're defining it, the next line should be tabbed one. We should have one tab at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's see. So I'm going to look at place one column to determine how to do place one row. So for I in range, and we have 7 columns, so 0, 7, like that, and then colon at the end like that. So when in doubt, just check.
All right. Doot.
Let's see, on the next line, so we've got place one blob, current position.
And 2 tabs here. We're basically copying 20, aren't we? Well, sort of. Not the whole thing, obviously.
Yeah, we're copying place. Yeah, we're copying place one column, but changing the current position.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
And then the next line should be current position plus equals vector 2. And then in those parentheses, blob width and 0. So it should look pretty much just like line 32 should look just like 23, except for the arguments inside of vector 2.
Yep, it's flipped.
Alrighty. So let's try running it as is.
All right. Oh, I probably should share the. Well, okay, I'm definitely gonna have to share this with you because
Oh, I've been watching the stream.
I know, but you're not seeing.
Oh, right, because to see what the screen is doing, right? Okay, to see what the game is doing. So, do we have a row of blobs?
We do. We don't have
All right.
the column, but hold on.
Yeah, it's because we changed the column function call for a row function call.
Let me see if I can get this. Hold on.
Ooh, and they're lined up pretty nice too.
There we go.
All right, so we don't need to adjust the width at least.
Yeah, it looks pretty
So
nice.
rows are working and columns are working.
Yep.
So let's have a look at so looking at placeholder board, what does that give us? Looking at the placeholder board function, how does that differ from place one row?
Placeholder board. Let me
see if I could make this scene bigger.
Function
for us.
placeholder board For I in range 0, 7, place one column, current position dot x, blob width, current position dot y, start position y.
Okay, I think I know where we're pretty much start.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
No worries.
Okay. Current. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to reset the current position's vertical to the start, but also add blob width to it. So current position equals. Okay, this could be, if it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we could use that to say at the top of or add a line to, was it 26? Yeah. Okay. Place one column, move it down to line 27.
Okay.
And then line 26 is empty. And the new line 26 should be current position putting this in the chat here. Current position plus equals, so assuming that it's at the top of a column, plus equals blob width, comma 0. Or no, wait, vector 2. Yeah, vector 2, blob width 0.
All right.
And then it places the column in column 0. Then it updates the we want to minus the column. So we want a current position minus equals 0 and blob height times 11.
For 27?
For line 28. So clear out lines, clear out the current position dot x and current position dot y lines.
Okay.
And instead, like that. So it adds, it adds the current to the current position. It adds the blob width each time. Oh, no, wait, I did that wrong. I mean, the current position minus equals 0 blob height times 11. That's correct. What's incorrect is is line 26, which I'll type out here. Current position equals vector 2 blob width times I, comma 0. This will be the new line 26. So the first line will be at blob width times 0, or wait, no, that's not correct. It should be the starting position. Current position equals starting position plus that. Starting position plus vector 2 blob width times I, comma 0, like that. So yeah, 28 is good. 29 should be blank, or yeah. So before placing the column, you set the current position to the starting position plus vector 2. I typed it as vector W, but vector 2 blob width times I, comma 0. No. So what to try and explain it in plain English. So before it places a column, it sets the current position to the top of the column it's on. So whether it's column 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, which translates to columns 1 through 7. So to do that, it sets it to the starting position, which then is added nothing on the first iteration. But on the second iteration, it moves it right one. And then on the next iteration, it moves it right one again. And on the next iteration, it moves it right one again. So column 26 does that. Or row 26 does that. So row 26 should read current position equals starting position plus vector 2. Yeah, I typed it as vector W. I mean vector 2. Yeah, starting position, which is, it should, I mean, the autocomplete should fill in starting position for you just to make sure we have the right name there. Oh, what did we name the starting position variable? Scroll up and see. Oh, start position, all in caps. Okay. Yeah, line 6. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 29, clear that out. Even if it is correct, it will. We're basically doing the same thing twice. All right, so in placehold board for I in range, current position equals start position plus vector 2 blob width, vector 2 blob width times I. Yeah, so the x coordinate for that vector 2 is blob width times I.
Yeah.
Yeah, then comma 0. Because we only have one number where two numbers need to be.
Comma. Yeah. No, wait, not quote. Ah, my brain.
It's I typed it in the chat. It's
Okay.
just, yeah.
I'm sorry, this is visual pain for people watching.
Okay, so then it sets the position, it places one column, and then it current position equals current position equals blob width times current position equals vector 2 blob width times.
Actually, let me stretch
Maybe
this
line
out
28
so you can
should
see
be.
the whole thing. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
Line what?
I'm just thinking like line 28. Line 28 should be blank, I think.
I'm gonna cut this out.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. Now let's run it.
Okay.
So rather than place a column and then update the position, we're first updating the position and then placing a column.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we're seeing a single row.
Yep.
place one column should put more than one blob down, though.
Well, wait, place one column here is blank.
Place one column.
27.
Function place one column.
Wait,
we don't have
no.
two functions named place one
Yeah,
column,
that's
do we?
right.
No.
Sorry, I was reading the wrong line. That's
All right,
my
so
fault.
line 20. Okay, let's comment out line 26 by putting a number sign at the beginning of that line.
Okay.
So
Number
we're not
6.
deleting it. We're just telling.
Wait. What are we telling?
So we're not deleting line 26.
Yep.
We're putting a shift 3 there, a hashtag, a number sign.
Okay.
Now run it. So place whole board should just place one column 7 times repeatedly.
Nope. Huh.
That is really weird. Oh, right, because we're only calling place one row. Okay, uncomment line 26.
Oh, got it.
Okay. Line 11 should say place whole board.
Okay. All right. And then run it.
Now let's run it. Yep.
Come on. Yes! Success!
We've got our whole board made.
Yep.
At least filled with magenta. Now we need to have the animation randomly pick pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, where was I in the other guide I was following?
Okay, I'm saving this so that way I should probably save a backup, maybe an email folder of this.
All right.
That way it's at least not lost to... I don't know.
Yeah. Piece scene. So the piece scene, if you want to open that up in your editor there.
Piece scene.
Or the blob scene, rather. We have we're currently looking at the main scene.
Okay.
So if you go into your scenes,
Yep.
yeah, paint blob. Yeah. So is that? It's got to be saved. Yeah, it's saved as a TSCN. Okay. So go into that sprite 2D there.
All right.
I believe you want to add an animation controller. Double check here.
And I might, when I get a chance, so around the grooves of this paint in the center, add the faintest
Oh, right, yeah,
white
you wanted to-
line, just so that way it
Yeah, I
doesn't
remember.
isn't just
It doesn't look like JPEG artifacts.
yes. I saw that. I'm like, oh, this is gonna bother me. Actually, while I'm here, probably no time like the present. Let me fix this while...
Alrighty.
I'm going to, might as well load Rebel as, one of the screens so that way y'all aren't just looking at the blob.
Mhm. So you can actually update the sprites in real time.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, if you open up the art assets folder there, you can you can edit already imported assets,
Mhm.
and Godot will just reread them when you go back to Godot.
Come on, Rebel. Be the little program that could.
We could also give Sozo Sakura a recap of the characters that you'll be going up against.
Oh yeah. Um, for that I need to update. Well, load Clip Studio.
All right.
Make sure I load the right file.
Mhm.
Because I'm a monster and I name everything concept because my brain is stupid like that.
Concept.
Everything is a
So I
concept.
guess so everything on the so I guess the edge would have to be like the most magenta, or maybe
Oop.
yeah, rather than have white on the outside, maybe clear, or yeah, you can do clear and pings, like a semi-translucent kind of thing.
I think the edges look fine-ish. Well, I might add an outer darker ring. This is what happens when you get to overthink things. Your brain's just like, I don't know. It doesn't look right. Redo it.
I can just imagine the brain wearing glasses and speaking like, "Oh, I don't know. You might want to add some more details there."
Oh, but now it looks like it has too much detail.
Oh, you don't want to add too much detail. I'm allergic to too much detail. It makes me break out in hives.
Alright. The problem about this is that it's just a messed up blob. It's not exactly a.
Mhm.
So it looks more like a.
It's a blob of paint that needs to be mixed.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's. Hold up. Plan B. Plan B. This is. No. I refuse to do this.
What are you doing?
Going a little nuclear here and doing red, but hear me out. Oh. Well, once again,
Oh, there I see.
mm,
Very subtle detail.
yeah. Side note, sorry if you hear the neighbor's dog barking.
Very slightly.
It's a really nice, well tempered dog. I've seen that dog just kind of hanging out outside with the owners and whatnot. Just like, I'm enjoying the world.
Okay. The guide that I'm following here does not actually use an animation player, but um, instead creates a bunch of piece scenes for each color. But he does have a base piece that every colored piece inherits from.
Okay, it's starting to look a little bit better.
Okay.
A little bit of a darker edge at the right there, and then follow that with a little bit more white, a little bit more feathery.
Let's see. Are you currently sharing Rebel or Clip Studio?
Rebel. Sorry, I'm just kind of
Because I
focused on one
think the
thing at a
stream.
time.
Mm-hmm. Because I think the stream is showing something. It's either behind or.
It might be behind. Just a little. Oh, you know what? There are two instances of this because Rebel is kind of.
Oh, it opened twice.
Yep.
Okay. Streaming multiple programs at a time.
Yep. There it goes.
Alrighty. There we go. Now you can see the sort of red outline there.
Yeah, and I'm trying to blend it a little bit better so it looks
Mhm.
more or less like I've read the outline and more just like, oh hey, this is just a deeper concentration of said
Yeah.
magenta.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm reminded of this old movie kind of thing that I saw, like really when I was really little, and it involved like people in like red, yellow, and blue kingdoms flinging paint at each other, and like the paint gets mixed, and then everyone ends up like orange, green, and purple, and then like I think it had some kind of like a vague moral of like don't judge people by their color kind of a deal,
Mm-hmm.
but it was all, if I recall, it was all done without any words.
I always like when they do
So it was,
that with
yeah,
shows.
it was partially a red and yellow make orange, like these primary colors make these secondary colors kind of a movie, but at the same time it was also kind of a don't judge people by their color story, which I don't remember if it was like if I recognized it as such back then, because it was around that time that like I want to say every Saturday morning cartoon had at least one episode like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like I want to say it was a pretty common
Yeah, there's people from all walks of
like
life kind of
something.
deal.
I want to say it was a pretty common thing to put in your cartoon, like the obligatory don't judge people by their color episode, that kind of thing, or
Yeah.
the obligatory don't do drugs episode,
Yep.
that kind of thing.
Like even
I'm for some.
so many superhero shows had those cringy episodes. And
Uh-huh.
they're like, okay, skipping this one.
I don't remember if they were bad. Like I think the Captain Planet anti-drug one was like that's one that I remember a lot because I think they had a character just straight up die. Like not
Mm-hmm.
just die, but like die with lots of blood. all
Hmm.
over the floor kind of a thing. And it had this really weird vegan episode too, like, or it was either like, I don't remember exactly if it was vegan or not. I remember it as vegan because every time they ate meat, they had like blood on their mouth. Like they were eating burritos that just had beef in them, cooked beef, and for some reason they're like their mouths were bleeding, as if they were eating like a raw leg that they just picked up from the carcass.
You know,
And I'm like, why? Why is this so bloody?
I know veganism has a place, but I like my meat, and I just,
Yeah.
if I had to forage for it, like, the most I could do is fish.
hmm
I'd probably be pescatarian.
I I don't know what I do honestly. Like I like mushrooms and berries and stuff, but like if there's wild meats jumping around, I might just make a spear or a bow and arrow or something. Like I don't know, I probably wouldn't be very good at field cleaning because I don't remember any of that from my hunter training in junior high.
Hmm.
But I would probably crave meat enough to that if there was wild meat bouncing around by me every day, then I wouldn't feel like I'm devastating the ecosystem uh by trying to grab me a steak or something.
Hmm.
Grab me a boar steak or uh, a leg of venison or whatever.
Hmm.
A leg of venison would probably feed me for a month
Maybe even longer with
if I could
preserving.
keep it good that long. Yeah,
Maybe in a stew and freeze it.
yeah. But yeah, I would probably be farming some kind of some kind of sweet thing, some kind of fruit or berry, or finding a if they haven't all been like deforested, finding a fruit tree somewhere,
Hmm.
setting up camp near that. If all technology and all housing just disappeared, all electricity disappeared, we were all reduced to survival game status.
Hmm.
We had to start building our houses and hunting for food. I wouldn't like it, but I think I could figure something out.
Permanent legume farmer.
Legume farmer, yeah. If all I had was a handful of dal, then I'll hope that this area is uh, good for growing it. I don't think it is though. But yeah, legumes are pretty good for balanced nutrition. Some kind of bean,
Yeah.
or maybe I'm pretty sure blackberries and raspberries will grow well around here.
Hmm.
So maybe a big raspberry bush or something like that. Raspberry bush, blackberry bush.
Oh, baby's twitching her paw again. Ah. Chasing the
Dreaming puppy.
Yep, chasing the obligatory dream squirrel thing. Hmm. This is what happens when I overthink things. Don't be a victim
I
to overthinking.
certainly looks like a thicker blob with the extra magenta on top.
What do you think about this?
Looks shiny. Hmm. Yeah, the white border is much less pronounced.
Mm-hmm. It has a little bit more magenta hue to it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna not share the screen anymore.
All right.
At least. And let's save it as PNG image. Magenta. Please. Yes. Just save it. I'll regret my decision later. Maybe. It looks a little softer. I do like that a little bit better. Let's see how it
So
looks
dragging
in
it back into. All right. So we have our Node 2D and Sprite 2D. So rename the Node 2D. Let's see. This is Paint Blob. Do I go back to the beginning of this piece scene tutorial here? So new inherited scene. So if you go up to, or if you open the blob, the paint blob scene, and then go up to the scene menu and drag down to new inherited scene, then we can make all the individual blobs.
Now what? I'm sorry. Paint blob scene.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Opening the paint blob scene and going up to the scene menu and hitting new inherited scene. Just to try and follow this guide a bit closer.
Come on. Not responding. Okay. Not. It's cool. It's cool. Not responding. Come on, Godot. Be the little engine that could. I believe in you. There we go. Which one was it again? I'm sorry.
New inherited scene. Oh, it's not
Not no.
from the scene menu up top. Yeah, not the plus button.
Okay.
But like where the file menu would be on a regular window, it's the scene menu.
Oh, that one. I'm sorry.
So
Okay.
the second entry should say new inherited scene, and you pick your paint blob scene to inherit from.
Paint blob. Oh, gosh. Darn. Scenes. Oh, wait. Not main scene. Not main scene. Sorry. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so we have one inherited scene here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, we were going to talk about the characters, weren't we?
Yeah.
All right, so we've got our going from left to right, I guess. We've got these like doppelganger, these imposters that are trying to pose as your protagonist,
Mm-hmm.
selling knockoff paintings as yours, selling their knockoff paintings as yours. Um, my original OC or my artwork.
Yeah.
Then we've got the old man whose long beard is his paintbrush.
Yep. As it should be.
We have, yeah, we have the sentient painting who just thinks that it knows everything about painting because it is a painting.
Mm-hmm.
We have basically this game's version of Glass Joe, which is the the guy who thinks he's at a hot dog eating contest. So all of his paint blobs are just hot dogs,
I'd like to think
and he's
the
just
art
wondering why no one else
snob
is eating.
bought a painting. One of the art snobs bought a painting from Hot Dog Man, and it's just like a ketchup stain on a napkin.
Yeah. So yeah, we have the art snob, the one with the fan over there, who's just like doing the princess laugh, and then the one with the big mustache, who has like a suitcase, presumably full of money, or perhaps is the one painting that he bought.
Hmm.
What was the mad scientist again? What was his motive?
Maybe that he develops different colors and whatnot, and science is very
Oh right, yeah, he was the one who's gonna do like super orange or anti blue.
hmm
Yeah.
child
Or no, wait,
prodigy.
yellowish blue. Yeah, the child prodigy.
And then I came up with the idea
And
with the Cyclops.
oh yeah, we haven't added the Cyclops here yet. But yeah, you posted it on Blue Sky, I believe, right?
Hmm. Basically, a
All right.
character
So we've
who
got her.
just. Hold on. Doot. There we go. Basically, the Cyclops who could see more than one, well, more colors than the average
Oh
person.
yeah. Yeah, with a different arrangement of rods and cones and stuff.
Hmm.
And holding one of those pretentious coffee cups.
Yep. The idea is that she's somewhat of an insomniac, and the more
Hmm.
you win to her, the more tired she is.
Hmm, yeah. And then when she's winning, she starts chugging her coffee.
Hmm.
Hi, Enderbrina.
Hello.
We're talking about the characters in Palette Stack.
Yeah.
So the characters that you go up against. So this one's probably going to be one of the more challenging ones, I think.
Oh, no doubt. In game, at
Yeah,
least.
yeah. I don't know exactly what order these will be in. Like, I want to say the snobs. There could be one that's low on the ranks and one that's high on the ranks.
Hmm.
Because
I
yeah,
have to
like
say the
one will.
mustache guy has to be higher, just because that has to be something that you have to work towards to see the absurd mustache curling.
Yeah, yeah. When he's doing well, his mustache starts curling and uncurling like crazy.
Yeah.
And when he's doing badly, it'll just start drooping,
Yeah.
maybe.
He'll go bald there or something.
Yeah, it'll start thinning out,
Hmm.
or he'll start pulling the hairs out of stress. Oh yeah, we were just talking about the Cyclops earlier. That her thing would be that she has a different arrangement of rod and cone cells. YouTube figures out my phone always has this problem where the audio cuts out. Restarting phone does not help. It
Oof.
might. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Well, YouTube has gotten kind of heavyweight lately, but I think if you've got like ad blocking and stuff, it kind of helps ad blocking and script blocking and tracker blocking and stuff.
I found out recently, apparently YouTube's trying to crack down on the ad block thing. I'm like,
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
that.
There's a thing called I think Vanced or Revanced
Hmm.
that yeah, it does the ad blocking for you. But I think the disadvantage is you like they can't actually offer it as an app, so you have to build it yourself.
Mm.
So they can offer the source code and the instructions on how to build it, but they can't offer the fully built app. But I mean, at least there's a way to counter like the ads and trackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reddit is especially annoying with if you access it on a mobile browser, then there'll be this big alert at the bottom of the screen going like Reddit is much better on the app, but yeah, it's not. Use a browser with ad blocking and tracker blocking and script blocking and all that stuff,
Hmm.
like fingerprinting prevention and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, it's just what I heard. Okay. Um but yeah, like a quick recap is of the characters is yeah, you've got the art snobs, which are pretty easy to tell. You've got the child prodigy, the mad scientist who's like inventing colors. like super orange or greenish blue. You've got the imposters who are trying to sell, like, who are trying to knock off your art and sell it as theirs. You've got the wise old man whose long beard is his paintbrush. You've got the painting who became sentient and thinks that it's the best at painting because it is a painting.
Yeah.
And then you have the guy who's just, you have our version of Glass Joe who thinks he's at a hot dog eating contest.
Yep. And just thought it was special training or something.
Yeah. Like he's the only one eating hot dogs while everyone else is painting.
If he's doing well, he does a hyper realistic painting of a hot dog.
Using hot dogs.
I'd like to think it's like that picture of like the creation of Adam, but just the hand and a hot
Oh yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
That the light's just shining down.
Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
and Gunstar's come to visit.
And if it's a
Hi, Kira.
terrible one, it's just literally a ketchup or a mustard stain on a canvas.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters. That's a pretty good cast. I want to say it's comparable to the first Puyo Puyo. Oh, yeah, I guess. I was counting the imposter as a single character.
And you
Like
could,
whoever the imposter was, it would be the imposter of your character, whichever one you were playing.
alternatively, you could probably play against player two throughout the ranks too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Have player two take control of the whichever one you're going up against. I guess you could then make it like it makes me think of like Duck Hunt's two-player mode, where like second player controls the duck. You could make it easy for player one, or you could make it really difficult. I guess it might work. It could work for like a parent and their child. So the parent could go like extra easy on the kid and then ramp up the difficulty as the kid starts learning more and more. All right. So where were we? We were gonna make the pieces
Oh yeah.
following that other guide. So you've created an inherited scene. So we'll start with the magenta piece. Name the root node magenta blob.
Oh, this one. Magenta blob.
Yeah, magenta blob, and we'll save it as that, I believe. So let's see, where were we?
Oh,
Looking at the properties here.
Save as magenta blob TCN.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And have a look at the texture on the right side, canvas item texture.
Right side canvas item. Hold on. Trying to see where you're seeing this.
Let's see. In the inspector tab, the items are labeled node 2D and transform, and then canvas item, and then visibility.
I have inspector, node, and history.
Yeah. Inspector.
Inspector. Sorry. Visibility.
So inspector.
Texture.
Close the visibility. Yeah. Okay, so.
All right.
So let's say filter and repeat. Maybe material empty. That's not what we want. I'm also kind of drawing off of the guide we're looking at, I believe, is Godot 3. So some things probably have changed since then. All right. Material. No. I think we've got, let's see, somewhere it should show that magenta blob that we're using there.
Mm-hmm.
In this menu. Um, I just open up my own instance of Godot Engine to try and see here if I can find it. The way I did it with my match 3 puzzle was to use an animation sprite 2D and set all of its frames to each color. But I'm also kind of I haven't been following a guide for that one. So I think what we've got, let's see, this is the magenta blob. Let us instance another. So that one's called blue piece there. So yeah, so we'll do the same thing, make another inherited scene from the scene menu.
All right. Yellow blob.
Yeah.
Oh wait, not open. Oh gosh darn it. Could I just copy this
So
scene?
I think that's what we're doing by copying the piece scene. We just need to swap out the paint blob, the
Okay.
actual paint blob in the sprite.
Okay.
So new inherited scene, and then inherit from paintblob.tscn,
Mm-hmm.
and then drag the yellow one in from art assets.
There we go. There we go.
So I'm just waiting for the stream to catch up here. So that one we save as yellowblob.tscn. And we're probably going to want to start dragging the tscns into our scenes folder.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there it is. Now it's showing up on the right side under Sprite 2D there. So maybe we just had the wrong thing highlighted.
Okay, so I have all these blobs.
Mm-hmm.
All the blobs are good.
All saved.
Oh,
They each should be their own TSCN
yep.
in our file system window there. So maybe close the art assets folder
Yep. Cyan.
and drag the TSCNs into the scenes folder so that they're all sorted, so that they're not all sprawled out in the main lobby.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Yellow is corrupt. Why is yellow corrupt?
Let's see. Root node yellow blob is an instance. All right, if we
Hold on.
root node yellow blob is
I
an
got it.
instance, but there's no base scene.
It looks like it got fixed.
Okay.
I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
it's probably all right. Paint blob needs to go in there too. That's the base scene. That's the base scene that the other color blobs inherit from. So when we edit the basic paint blob scene, um, everything about the other um, everything about the other color blobs will change too.
Mm-hmm. And it's not responding.
Oh, yeah, I can see it taking a while there.
Crossing fingers. Knocking on wood. And a crash.
Oh.
Have a look
Well, at
at
least we've been
this.
saving frequently.
Yeah. Have a look at this, folks, while I figure this out.
Technical difficulties.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. It's alright, Bambi. She's like, what are you doing?
Gunstar is just lying down beside me. Hi. Hi, Squeaky Kitten.
Alert.
Yeah.
White blob. The blobs are invalid slash corrupt.
I think,
Hold on.
hmm.
Paint blobs here. You know what? Let me just delete these. All except magenta. Because magenta didn't have an error.
Oh, is magenta the base blob?
Magenta is not, but it didn't have an error. Oh,
Ah,
no,
okay.
they're all corrupt. Never mind. Fine. Fine, game. Well, not game, but...
Moving them all into the scenes folder should resolve all of the
The problem is it's in
should
the
resolve all
scenes.
of the Ah, okay. So I guess reinstancing them from inside the scenes folder might help then.
Mm-hmm. I'm just redoing it all.
Okay.
Redoing it all because something is rotten in Denmark and I'm just removing it.
All right, so we got our magenta blob in there.
I'm gonna see if I can just copy. Oh, no. Yeah. Nope. It was worth a try. Oh, it's not like it's that hard.
Mhm. The thing about inherited scenes is that they let you change the base scene to automatically change all the inherited scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So it saves you a lot of trouble when you like when you need to change all the parameters of something similar at the same time. It's something that I'm only just learning about in the Godot engine,
Mm-hmm.
but hopefully it'll be a powerful tool.
And they're all under the right seed.
All right. So we've got white, yellow, cyan, magenta. I kind of want to. I'm tempted to say like naming them blob and then like blob dash color, just so that they're all alphabetically.
Hmm.
So it's just so that they're all alphabetically together.
Hmm. Or maybe
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, something like that.
Sometimes whenever I'm doing like if it's a mail program that has signatures, I'll label it as 1, 2, 3, 4 or
Okay.
ABCD depending.
Hmm. So for each of our colors, we make an inherited scene. So we've done that. So what does the guide say next? Uh, so we've created those nodes, and we've drawn the board so far. This might actually be a good place to break for today,
Yeah, I think so.
because the next one, yeah. So the next part of the guide is about 2D arrays, which is a little bit. I can do
Oops.
2D arrays in C++, 2D and 3D arrays in C++, but doing them in Godot is a little bit. I want to say like it's not exactly easier or harder. It's just it's going to be an entirely new learning experience for me.
Hmm. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. Please be sure to check out all these videos as I'm doing it as I go.
Mhm.
Please be sure to check out Cumulative's channel and also his Twitter, and he's now on Blue Sky as well.
Yay! Thanks to you.
Mm-hmm. Also, itch.io. I need to need to plug these in for future videos.
Yeah, I've got to link my itch.io as well.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. Bye.
Bye.